Oh, you guys got to hear this one. It's too much. We got like mini Diddy, like something. He's gonna start protesting in court about
Jesus was falsely accused. A lot of the prophets were falsely accused. I know at the end of the day, through Jesus
all
Christ,
them
the Most High
dudes,
will
all them
always give
prophets and
you
the dudes.
the actual
They were caught together.
judgment. One day, the truth will come out. One day, the truth will come out on my situation. One day, the truth will come out on this rape allegation.
Fulton County Superior Court Judge Melanie Leffridge sentenced Gibson and Taylor to life in prison plus 70 years and Smith to 30 years behind bars.
Can you believe this story? This story is so crazy. I saw a thing a while back that he got arrested, but I didn't know the details of this one. I expect all these rappers out here to be going on like this. So his name is Rapper Cash Out. He definitely cashed out. Okay, so he was sentenced to life in prison. I don't know why he got life in prison though. Considering how does Diddy get to walk? You know what I mean? Like this whole thing's a joke. This is like some bunk ass version of a Diddy. Okay, so on Monday on the 21st, he was convicted in a rape. Okay, so he does have a rape in the conviction, and then racketeering case in Georgia. Okay, so he got this thing. So they go his legal name is John Gibson, was found guilty, and then he was charged including rape, aggravated sodomy, violating the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act for leading a prostitution enterprise. A spokesperson for Fulton County DA's office told USA Today. I have a problem with these terms. That word is very degrading to our gender. So it's like, oh yeah, we're here for you ladies. Oh, by the way, we're gonna use some derogatory terms. When you hear the court thing, they actually say sex trafficking. It's like human trafficking. So, and it was not consensual. He's claiming it was consensual. So the victims are saying no. Okay, so Gibson was also convicted of 2 counts of trafficking a person, pimping, pandering, keeping a place of prostitution, battery, possession of firearm, commission of a felony, and other crimes. In LA County, they just call it a hostess ring, and they give you a legal license to run this. And they, as long as you make over 20 million a year, you're good. Okay, so I don't know what happened here. So then he was found not guilty of felony aggravated assault, and he argued the state failed to prove its case, called some of the charges against him overblown. He's like, some, not all of them, okay, just a few things. Voluntarily reconnected with Gibson and contradicted themselves repeatedly. That's what he's trying to say about the accusers, so, okay. He rose to fame more than a decade ago, and I'm like, I don't know, I never, including cashing out, she twerking, using women as an object. When you have a mom like this, did you hear the case? Let me finish this paragraph. Okay, so had been on trial since June 2nd before Fulton County Superior Court judge. His mother, Linda Smith, and his friend Tyrone Taylor were also convicted in connection to the case, in which prosecutors told a 12-person jury they ran a business and lured victims into prostitution. His mother, and I was just totally grossed out. I'm like, what? Here's another Diddy mom where she's like overly sexual, like being in a, like there's this line that's being crossed here where it's somewhat incestuous. It's like you're being involved in sexual things with your son. So I'm going to assume in this case, let me see something. Cash Out's mother, friend, co-defendant in case. Before sentencing, the judge said evidence at trial had shown the very worst of human behavior towards other human beings. The judge said the verdict reflected prosecutors had proven beyond a reasonable doubt that the diabolical conduct of the defendants occurred, and her sentence would be responsive to that. So they give him life and an additional 70. Smith was sentenced to 30 years for her crimes. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, this is the mom. Like, I put a lot of responsibility on the mom because somewhere her son thinks it's okay because mommy's such an F up. Mommy doesn't have any care in the world for other women. I know what I was thinking in the case is that maybe that's what happened to her as a kid. Maybe that's how she survived. and then just thought, you know what, this would be a great thing to make some money off of. I don't know. The whole thing is gross. And then they're all religious. I love it. It's like the whole thing about it. And then just doing this whole thing. I'm a Jesus freak, but I run a human trafficking ring. But again, if you go through the Bible, there's some promotions of this conduct. And so this lying, like, and then he's lying though. So I was like, okay, well, if you're that much of a Jesus freak, you lying in court on some victims, false. You're bearing false witness. Okay, so wait, Taylor received the same sentence as Gibson. We do respect the court's process and jury's decision. However, we're disappointed with the verdict and the sentence. He maintains his innocence on many of these charges and may file an appeal or a motion for a new trial. Let's get it. Supported the single hit. She twerking. Okay. Like, well, he's going to be twerking in prison here, I guess, for life. So he had his moment. He couldn't keep it. People would die for this, these opportunities. And this is what you do with it, dude. You have to degrade women. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just the way he was explaining his side was like, I know you guys, with your moral issue, but I hook up with, a bunch of, sex workers and things. And like, nothing in here was like not consensual. And then what they said was that he was running, all of them, the mom, the mom thing is just like, I'm in pain. The mom and them, ran this ring and used their record label as a cover. And then I was just thinking, like, don't they all do this?